Welcome to another race for Ultra Pro on pole new world champion Davis P2 for Omar, Tom Leon, UK Wall, Avik Gurov, Nick Leon, and P8 is Iron Bamnis from first year on P9, Fernandez P10, for Daniel Botsarov, Marcos Adelaide, Donald Van O, Blader Dransonic, Max Klein, Sebastian Campo, and before, Dylan Van Horn P18 from Brules, Bravo, and on the bottom row is St. Maximin and Sierra. So here we are, moments away from this, the final round of the season, here in Brazil. It is lights out and away we go. And it is a good start off the front for Ultra Pro, who's leading. However, that may not last long because we've got Davis Eriqueira right on him as well. The inside line using the curves alongside the Renault driver, as I've already said, into the Siena de Lago. And will he get ahead? Yes, he will. He now leads the Brazilian GP, and this is exactly what he needed. This is not what Gurov needs though, because I'm sure Gurov will drop to P3 as it stands in the drivers. Eriqueira for a pretty good shot of P2 at the moment, which will definitely be good for him, as Klein's are having a good time down in P18. Same thing with Blader Dragsonic, who's down in P17. Because that's how close this grid is. It is so close that, well, yeah, you can see expected chaos has like without a doubt occurred. As Senoma in the Koenigsegg, rounding turn 3 in P4, leader of drivers on medium tyres, which is definitely a benefit for him. As Theo is heading down the straight, he sent on UK Wall, he sent it on Iron Bamnis. Iron Bamnis might have the traction here to defend, but is held off by Omar as well as Theo, who does have to back out, and that is completely compromised Theo. As Bamnis gets ahead of him, UK Wall gets back on board with Iron Bamnis in the Dacia, the Romanian driver, around the outside, and with that, he has failed there to get the overtake on Omar, as Eriqueira continues to lead the GP. And this is perfect for the Brazilian, who will be looking to get a home victory, which every driver wants a home victory. Like, every driver, don't get me wrong, as he sets a fast lap of this race, a 102.316, which is pretty good. Ultra just behind that, as you can very clearly see, using DRS, but it's not the most powerful of things on the circuit. Still pretty powerful, but it's not that powerful. Tom Leon, though, fastest in the first sector. And speaking of Tom Leon, he's ready to move at the Siena de Lago, and now the outside line going off the track there. That's going to be grass that goes onto his tyres, and he fails to get ahead of Ultra Pro, who is the newly crowned champion of the world. So as we look here to our race leader, he's just going strong right now. As UK Wall P5, Nick Leon is P8, and Adelaide, a rookie, the same line. Well, he's down P10 as he's just dropped there, but he's alongside Gurov, the two-time champion. And there we go, down the inside, Adelaide is through, using one of Ayrton Senna's helmets as a nice just tribute to the driver. But yeah, I'm just having a look. There is a very small gap between Gurov and Davis Eriqueira in this championship so far, and so this Eriqueira is pulling out a pretty good advantage up front. Thompson Leon is just going to lurk behind, waiting for a possible opportunity to strike at a move. To do that, that would be very much ideal for him. I'm going to have a look at Ultra, and I don't know if he's got DRS or not. I don't think he has, but the curves alone has been... Oh no, there is DRS. Yeah, the cousin alone has been enough there to get right in with the Brazilian, who's now going to be facing a whole lot of pressure to go round to 3. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely worrying for him. They're pulling over the inside of Ultra, and Tiziano Delago gets ahead of the Brazilian, and now Davey is down to P2. They've got it all to play for here. He will be worried. And 2 dashes, B6, B7, sorry for that silence again. I'm just dealing with some things that are going on. Yeah, I think Bamness wants to make this last race here count. Because looking at this here, so far, Bamness does not have a seat for next season. Which so far means this will be the end of Bamness' career for now. Unless a contract's agreed, because there are still some seats down to the Racing Point seat remaining, and both pass seats. They are not that preferable. And also, Klein's serving his penalty, going from soft to hards. He's not risking it. He's gonna go for it. Go straight to the end of this race, which without a doubt is a good strategy to do here. As we're gonna go on board with Pablo Sierra, a driver who is moving team next season to the team that he loves, which is Renault. So yeah, he's going to be saying farewell to Lamborghini, as they won't even be on the grid next season. It's a shame there, but these things have to happen. Daniel Bogsarov, he is going to be staying at his current team of Williams. UK Ball, Blend Sonic both staying at your Dragon, which will remain on the grid for the following season, as Ultro's going to be on his farewell victory laps before he moves to Ferrari, while Renault stays in that same team. Yeah, Demandetto is going to happily say goodbye to Volkswagen, because yeah, Volkswagen have not been a good team this season. In their only season before they moved to WEC, which is where they're going to secure their motorsport history. Yeah, Demandetto moving to Mercedes. He's already done one race, 2017 Laos, where he stepped in for Sierra, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. And with Red Bull, who are returning, when Red Bull got replaced by Porsche, who are now Koenigsegg, so yeah. Adelaide and Seromar, they're both with the team that was once Red Bull. And Ocampo and Tom Leon are going to be going there. I'm just reviewing these final transfers and stuff. The current transfers we've got confirmed for the following season, just while all this racing's going on. You could be thinking, holy yap, which is true. This is just holy yap. And Toro Rosso, we're going to be seeing Dan Butler on the grid, and Taco Van Horn, who's in the Toyota at the moment, he's going to say goodbye to the tractor, which was once referred to from UK Ball as Track Toyota. And yeah. So yeah, he's going to go there into a Toro Rosso. I don't even know what team Toro Rosso is right now, but Toro Rosso went through a lot of stages, okay? They're around the outside, Davey Cerqueira getting through into P5 in this race on the hard tyres for one lap. And he's going to be free to pull away from Sierra Omar, as Ultra trying to fight through, but he's getting very held up. Omar and Sierra combined are very wide with the cars. As he's going to use the DRS down the straight, he's going to get ahead, and he's right on the rear end of Cerqueira. Ultra once again doing a two-stop strategy around the third corner. He's probably going to get Cerqueira here. So looking there, and that's a move, I think. as Ultra moves up into 3rd place. It's a brilliant move from the now champion, who's saying farewell to this team. Might be a bit much long because he's been here. He has been here with Renault since 2011, I think. After 2010 or 11 as team principal, but his first drive in 2013 went to Civetta, went back to Renault as a partially owned Civetta and fully owned Renault at the same time. And he moved on, replaced Crumply for 2016, who we haven't seen at all apart from Lagos last season, where all the chaos happened with the seats. Ultra then obviously stayed in Renault 2016 to now, with the exception of doing that one race at Williams once again 2017 in Lagos, as Tom Leon is going to get overtaken now. That's a pretty big L for Mercedes, who are losing a lot of time, so Sergio is going to hope just that he can stay in a reasonable margin just before Ultra hits. So yeah, getting around this corner, only going down to gear 4, which is pretty good. Tom Leon following just behind there, but he's not going to be in DRS range, and this is incredible news for the one-time champion, who will be able to extend his soft tyre stint. Tom Leon will have to consider pitting anytime soon if he wants to have a good finishing result to his Mercedes career, which will come to an end after this race when he moves to Red Bull. And breaking 4th wall, if that was today, that would be very controversial. And yeah, I'm going to go back into character here. So yeah, Omar, despite having the penalty, has shown some incredible pace this Grand Prix, and as you can see, he's following just behind the 2 Mercs, who are already 3 seconds down at Ultra Pro. Tom Leon is significantly slower than Sergio at this point. So yeah, Mercedes is going to have to think about swapping their guys around. And it's probably the only reasonable thing they could do at the moment, just to secure a good result. Maybe a way for Sergio to get the DRS detection point, because there we go. That there was a nice move, but wait, I don't think that was a detection point at all. And using Kurz is Tom Leon, not going into pits. And yet Tom Leon's got DRS, so that was a bit of an awkward thing there. This time Sergio does get DRS. Oh, they're close. They are very close to contact around the outside. Tom Leon is going to have to give place up. Maybe this was all part of the plan. Sergio threw into P2. Now he's free to push on for Ultra Bro, which is obviously going to do very good things for himself. I'm going to watch the rear end of the Renault driver. Sorry about that, it's now currently getting towards 8 o'clock UK time, that's why I'm just getting a little tired, not much, just a little. There's 3.7 to 4 seconds, yet 4.3, the gap is constantly increasing. Yeah, Ultra's gotta think of pitting soon. Tom Leon into the pits, and he's on the soft, so he's gonna go for the remainder of the race on the soft tyre, and he was actually let go pretty quickly, so, you know, that was pretty good. As I'm just quickly fixing something here, Ultra leading this race, and that is absolutely essential for himself at the moment, and we're gonna just go on board with him. Look at the tyres there, 45%, they are going. The tyres are going. His tyres are gone, I guess you can say that. Here we are rounding the final corner. Sergio is on the charge for Ultra Pro. the gap is went up again, but not by much. That is definitely something that you can say. As Versio fastest in the middle sector, UK balls in for a second stop onto the soft combat tyres, as Adelaide is trying his best to get up through ahead of Nick Leon in their final race for Dacia. And yeah, Nick Leon is going to end up moving teams, and yeah, it's going to be a sad end to his time at that team. Nick Leon is moving to McLaren though. The McLaren rig there return to the Formula 1 grid once again. Ultra, he's just got this thing set in stone at the moment, but there's no way he can make this thing to the end. Will he pit? Yeah, Renault decided that they're going to pit him, and maybe Renault left that too long, plus they've got no softs left for him at all, so it's going to be medium tyres they've had to opt for. And we all know mediums are not going to be the best thing to go on to. Davy Cerqueira now leads the Brazilian Grand Prix from Adelaide. Adelaide tyres are wearing out, and Nick Leon is alongside. And Adelaide's the one who had DRS, so that means Nick Leon's going to be left in the dust for now, at least. Is it Grigorov? I don't know if Renault are going to keep him out, you know, because Renault are obviously strong, they're quick. The 6 laps on softs is a very interesting strategy to go for here. As Ultra Pro, obviously on his fresh medium, is pushing the limits of this Renault, getting ahead of Tom Leon. So Leon's early stop has not worked out for him. Ultra Pro is way quicker. And I mean way quicker. And I feel Grigorov though he's going to make a move, because he is definitely showing that he's got some pace here. He's heading down this straight. Nick Leon 10 laps on the hards. Like, that is some incredible pace, if I'll be honest. Sorry, just some personal issues going on. There is not round 16, lap 16 of 17 here. There's only a matter of corners now for this man, who's looking to win at home. Last season in Brazil, he did not win. He, in fact, did not do good. He DNF'd at his home race after doing so well. He may not be champion, but he's doing strong. And so here we are at the final lap. The lap, that is going to mean a lot to this driver. As long as he can just survive the lap, he will be fine. But for Adelaide, he's under a huge, immense amount of pressure, as Ultra Pro is going to try his best, DRS enabled, and he's going to get right by the Koenigsegg, who has got a lot of work to keep P3. And if he can do it, this will be an incredible debut race. A bit reminiscent of Versio and how quick he was, and also a bit like Tom Leon. Except Tom Leon's greatness came from the second round he done, which was in Hockenheim last season, as a matter of fact. But for David Cerqueira, we got 2 on-track corners to go, but one like corner that you'll actually know. Around the final corner, the proper final corner of this racetrack, Davy Cerqueira wins the final round of the season. It's an incredible result. Ultra finishes P2. Adelaide is going to hold on. It is P3. Tom Leon just gets 4th and absolutely pips out Grigorov there. UK ball finishes P8 to end that off. End up having us getting close there, but it's only going to be P10 for him. Bogsara missing out on the points right there. I am going to tell you, that was one incredible race that we have seen there. And with that, that is a very good result for David Cerqueira. You'll see soon if he has got P2 or not. I'm going to leave it a surprise for you to see when the standings show up on screen. I don't want to spoil it. You can spoil yourself instead. David Cerqueira, winner of the Brazilian GP. Ultra has got P2. He has not got the win in the final round of the season, although it was a strong performance. Adelaide in debut race for Koenigsegg. Stand on the podium, P3. What a debut. That was absolute perfection from all three of them. So with that, let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. Cerqueira wins that race from Ultra. Adelaide finishes P3. Tom Leon, Avgorov, Bastillo, Nick Leon, UK Ball, Ocampo, Lavinus, Gotzarov, Sierra. There was Omar, Rules, and Paul Klein, Blaine Sonic, Dominic Benedetto, Rabo, Fernandez, Van Horn, St. Maximin. And that was it, the end of an incredible season. We'll see you next time in 2019, full reset. I hope you enjoy the winter break. And when F1 Classic will return, I hope you won't miss it because this will be another incredible season. New teams, new cars, new performances, new drivers, and most importantly, new features. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a good day, everyone, and peace. Oh my god, that was a bad mistake. Okay, bye.